Right, new this morning, a federal judge is limiting some of the Biden administration's officials' contact with social media companies. So this injunction came down on Tuesday, and it accuses the administration of violating the First Amendment, working with social media platforms to censor viewpoints over the course of the pandemic. So this is things like opposition to COVID vaccines, masking, lockdowns. Officials can still talk with the platforms about criminal activity, national security threats, and threats to public safety, and posts intending to mislead voters about voting requirements and procedures. But it says Biden administration officials cannot email, call, or send letters, texts, or meet with social media companies, quote, for the purpose of urging, encouraging, pressuring, or inducing in any manner the removal, deletion, suppression, or reduction of content containing protected free speech posted on social media platforms. Boy, that was a mouthful. A White House official said the Justice Department is reviewing this injunction. They are now looking at their options. Let's bring in former federal prosecutor Mitchell Epner to help us understand what's going on here. I mean, I guess, first of all, the genie's out of the bottle when it comes to social media. So how do you regulate what happens online? One, the social media companies, but two, the federal government trying to keep Americans safe and protect information.
So, Marni, thank you for having me on. I hope you had a great 4th of July. This decision made for a horrible 4th of July for the First Amendment. This was one of the most unhinged and ridiculous decisions that I've ever read, and it sets aside literally decades of law. This judge has done for the First Amendment what Judge Eileen Cannon did for the concept of prosecution of a former president, and I expect that when the Department of Justice eventually gets around to taking an appeal, the Fifth Circuit will summarily turn this aside in the way that the 11th Circuit completely slapped down Judge Cannon. This is ridiculous.
So, Mitchell, take me through what your biggest concerns are here. So as you read it, the language of it can be pretty confusing. I just read it. Read between the lines for us and explain what it means.
So what it means literally is this judge purports to tell not just the Biden administration, but the Solicitor General, the Department of State, the Department of Justice, and perhaps the men's room attendant at the White House, that none of them can have any contact with any social media company in order to warn them away from a story telling them what they're doing is factually incorrect, dangerous, anything like that. This sets aside literally decades, perhaps centuries of First Amendment law, because the rule up until now was that if the federal government contacts a private actor like a social media company or a newspaper or a TV station like NewsNation and says, you shouldn't print this because it's wrong, so long as the eventual decision maker is that media company, the federal government cannot be charged with violating the First Amendment, nor can the media company. And this has completely been set aside by this judge who read that and put in his opinion that there were two potential ways that this could happen. It had never been ruled to have happened ever before. And he said, oh, these tests are met here. And he did this without taking any evidence. I'm going to come back to my bottom line. This is ridiculous.
And I guess the question, could it also help bad actors? So essentially those who are working for other governments do bad things.
Well, yes. I mean, part of what this judge purports to have done is said to the State Department, even if you have evidence that person X, who is a United States citizen, is acting as a paid agent of Russia or China and is being paid to put disinformation out there, you, Department of State, can't tell Facebook or Twitter or NewsNation, you shouldn't run with this story because it's foreign propaganda.
And likely a lot of challenges to come. Mitch Epner, thank you. I appreciate the holiday wishes. Hope you enjoyed a happy and safe 4th as well. Nice to see you.
Great to see you. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.